New at 4, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are launching a kids' clothing line. Kim announced the news in a series of Snapchats featuring the couple's 3-year-old daughter. This isn't the first fashion foray for the power couple. Kanye also has his popular Yeezy fashion line, and his wife has launched Kardashian Kids with her sisters back in 2014.
Well, tomorrow is Groundhog Day, and some people are willing to shell out big bucks for a glimpse at Puxatawny Phil. Get this, the travel website Trivago says the average hotel price in Puxatawny, and I can't imagine there are all that many hotels. Right now, though, it's more expensive than the hotels in Houston near the Super Bowl. They're going for around $450 a night. Yeah, in Puxatawny. They fall by about $300 after February 2nd. But for that one day, you're going to pay a lot.
If he says we're having 6 more weeks of winter, I think we're going to really go after him.
He's going to be in trouble. I think the way a lot of us are feeling, we're done with this winter pattern, aren't we?
At least, you know what we should say? We should clarify that. In the valley.
In the valleys,
love
exactly.
It in the mountains, but yeah.
Well, we're going to be seeing a lot of snow in the mountains. In fact, I think the snow in the mountains is going to be measured in feet within the next 7 days, not inches. Here in the Treasure Valley, you could see there's that inversion still socking us in. We had a little round of snow this morning, but up in the mountains, it's relatively clear. Then we have some high, thin cirrus clouds, which are out there, and those high, thin cirrus clouds are lightly filtering the sunlight. But there's going to be some changes on the way, and it commences tomorrow as the next round of storminess starts to move in. So here's what's happening on the Doppler radar. At the moment, we're on the dry side, but if you look at what's happening upstream of where we are, which is down here across northern California and across northern Nevada, this is the moisture that's headed our way. This is the next round of wet weather that's moving in. So what we're going to continue to see, because this low is just going to be parking itself right off the coastline, and it's going to sit there and spin for the next few days. So when it does that, all it really does is it sends little waves, like waves coming onto a beach. We'll see wave after wave after wave of moisture. So it's not going to be a solid storm all the way through the weekend, but we are going to be seeing periods of rain. And with the cold air that's trapped on the valley floor at the present time, the initial storm is going to be snow, but look at the flow. It's coming in right out of the southwest, so this is a fairly mild flow. If we had a northwesterly flow, temperatures would be on the cold side, but the temperatures want to start moving up. So what we need is for that first storm to come in here, and as it does, it is going to be widespread snow throughout much of the Treasure Valley and around eastern Oregon tomorrow up into the west central mountains. But that storm is going to help to start chiseling away at the cold air that's trapped at the surface. So the subsequent storms after that are likely going to be changing over to valley rain with mountain snow that is going to continue on again, off again for the next 6 to 7 days. Can you believe that? So the question is, who's going to be getting the most snow? Well, as we take a look at the computer models, let's take you to tomorrow morning, right around the morning commute. As you can tell, most of the snow is up here to the north. I think it's the low end of the Treasure Valley that's going to be seeing the most snow. In the Treasure Valley itself, from let's say Nampa, Caldwell, and points east from there, we'll still pick up probably 1 to maybe 2 inches of snow. My concern is this area around the northwest end, this area around Fruitland, around Payette, around Parma, also around Ontario and around Baker City. These areas tomorrow could see anywhere between 1 to as much as 4 inches of snow. And then what's going to happen tomorrow evening, the storm's still hanging around. I think the evening commute is probably going to be slicker than the morning commute. And then here on Friday, here comes the next wave. Notice the green. That's the model saying, hey, this is probably going to be changing over to valley rain with mountain snows. And during that transition point, when we start changing over from snow to rain on Friday, that's when we have the potential of seeing some freezing rain around parts of the valley, something we certainly don't want to see. Here's the forecast then, region by region. Pick your spot, and you'll see what we're estimating as far as snowfall totals are concerned. Mountain Home, some snow showers. Sun Valley will see about 2 to 4 inches. Now, as we approach the east end of the Treasure Valley, we'll be seeing high temperatures tomorrow in the low 30s. Snow showers expected heaviest will be after the morning commute. About 1 to 2 inches of snow expected. Now, as we start moving down toward the south into the west, still around Caldwell, Nampa, about 1 to 2 inches of snow. Then as we move up to the northwest, around Emmett, around Weiser, around Ontario, 1 to 3 inches of snow. Some areas up around northern Oregon could get a little bit more. And across the west central mountains tomorrow, 2 to 4 inches of snow are likely. And here's the 7-day forecast for the Treasure Valley itself. That's a lot of precipitation. It's not going to be a solid storm. It's going to be snow tomorrow, then it changes over to rain on Friday, then periods of rain, on again, off again, in the valley through the middle of next week. And you can translate that to snow in the mountains.
And the inversion moves out.
And the inversion's gone because temperature readings go into the 40s. Good call. Absolutely.
All right.